How's it going, boy? Listen, no more breaks. Breaks for what are you talking about? What breaks we talking about, lad? What fucking breaks? Soup. How's it going? A fucking source, fucking fuck, lad. Uh, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean no more breaks? You mean you want me to stream every day? Is that what you're referring to? Larry says hi. Talk fucking Patty. Fucking Patty disgrace. Patty's a fucking disgrace, lad. He couldn't even fucking beat Jared fucking Gordon, lad. Um, I'm not upset with the decision at all. Both decisions, terrible decisions, but I am not upset with either of them. I don't know how anyone could be upset with either of them. Both of them are for the good of the sport. We didn't need Jared Gordon beating Patty Pimblett. It just felt like very obviously, Patty's had 4 fights in the UFC now. He hasn't gotten any better. Very obviously, once he gets in there with a good striker who's got power and takedown defense, he's getting knocked the fuck out. Wouldn't you rather him take his first UFC loss with like a vicious knockout and someone can take that hype versus fucking Jared Gordon fucking wet blanketing him for most of the fight? Yeah, he landed the better shots too, I would say, but dude, like. I don't care one fucking bit about that decision. I'm happy Patty won. He lost the fight for sure, but I'm glad he won. And then the Magomed fight, like I picked Magomed by decision. I called that. I would have been third instead of fifth in the Tapology group. So, and I'm not mad at fucking about that either. I'm not mad at all because now it's either Glover or Hill. It's gonna be the fucking champion unless that fucking ends in a tie too. That would be fucking hysterical. I would before this fight, I swear to God, the night before, I thought, dude, this could end in a tie. Like I genuinely thought I could see it in the future. I was like, I could see this ending in a tie, and I don't know what the fuck they would do. And I laughed about it, and it fucking actually happened. But even though Magomed won, in my opinion, he very clearly won rounds 1, 4, and 5. You could maybe even give him a 10-8 in round 5. And there's an argument to give him round 3 too, but I don't think he won round 3. Oh, Larry's taking a shit right now. Oh, good job, buddy. Oh my God, it's a huge. Oh, it's a massive one, dude. I should probably should I show this? No, I should give him some privacy, dude. He's dropping some huge ones. His paws are on the side of the litter box, and so he gets like more leverage like that. Good job, Bobby. All right, let me clean it. He's really bad at fucking cleaning it. Larry, let me get it. Let me get it, buddy. Let me get it. Hey, I got it. Good job. I got it. Alrighty. What's up, Kamikaze? Sorry, I haven't really been reading chat. Okay. Rosas needs to get enough money to reshape his face and get out. I disagree, darling boy. I think Rosas should. Well, I don't think he should be in the UFC. I think his face is gonna get reshapen, but just by being in the UFC. I don't know. I think he's definitely got potential, but he's way too fucking young to be in the UFC. How many more guys can they even give him that he can smash like that? Like bantamweight's really fucking tough, and even though he's fucking huge for the division, and he can out grapple a lot of people. And I don't fucking like. Yeah, I don't know what his next matchup is. Like, how many more fights can they protect him? Like, there's just not that many shitty bantamweights. So there's a couple, but Rosas is on roids. Yeah, 100%, kamikaze. I think everyone's on roids. Like fucking Sean O'Malley popped for roids. Okay, if he's popping for roids, everyone's on roids. I think it's a pretty safe assumption. I would say even Bryce Mitchell is probably on roids. His body has definitely gotten better over the years, and maybe it's it hasn't exploded in size or whatever. But generally, by the time you're 30 years old, your body's not getting that much bigger, and his body is slowly getting bigger. So I would even say probably Mitchell's on roids too, and he doesn't look like it. I think they're all on roids, and I'm fine with it. Like totally fucking fine with it. Quit your job, Chris Dawkins. Quit your job. Oh, the Dawkins brothers, man. They are fucked. I don't fucking know what the UFC is going to do with the Dawkins bros. I think both of them are in the same exact position. Very different fighters, but very similar position where if you give them a can, like the lowest level of the division, they'll finish them. But as soon as you step them up against anyone decent, they're going to get crushed. They both have the same like flabby, but it's not even, it's the type of flab too. Like some people are flabby, like Derek Lewis and Biggie Boy, they're kind of flabby, but Guru said this, it's like a muscle chunk, you know? It's like there's muscle marbled in with that chunk. Whereas the Dawkins Bros, it's just a fucking deflated beanbag. Like it is so fucking like, there's just nothing there. It's dead weight. It doesn't do anything for him. Dawkins should not be a heavyweight, and other Dawkins should not be a middleweight. And he fought at heavyweight too. Like these guys, they carry around too much shit, and they're not, even if they didn't, I don't think they're skilled enough to make anything with their career. But the fact they're in that position and they've got extra weight on them, it's fucking not good. It's really not fucking good. I still can't believe Kamikaze took Dawkins. I was thinking about it earlier in the week, and then the more I thought about it, and I watched a Dawkins fight, and I watched a Jairzinho fight. I was like, all right, no fucking chance, zero fucking chance that Dawkins can do anything with this guy. Is Stipe on roids? Probably. I would fucking hope so by now. Like if he's coming back, I fucking hope Stipe's on roids, or else he's screwed. Let's see. Kyla More Peoples, what's up? What's up, my girl? Send Cashapp. You want me to send you Cashapp, or you send me Cashapp? I don't. How about you send me a Cashapp, and then I'll send you a Cashapp. To see him go on from now, think he's a star. Talk about Rosas? Yes. You think London will support Patty? London will definitely support Patty. He had a bad performance, but everyone has a bad performance, and he lost. He definitely. I thought for sure it was going to be a split decision, and I thought there was a decent chance they would give it to Patty, but I did not think it was going to be unanimous for Patty. That's pretty fucking sketchy. Although, like, the judges have, like, seriously the worst seat in the fucking house. They're literally below the cage looking up through the cage. And this is what people don't take into consideration every time there's a bad judging call, is that all three of them have basically the same exact vantage point. They're all three sitting next to each other. A, that's fucking wrong. They should be spread out. They should have three separate vantage points. B, they shouldn't be fucking right there, because that's literally the worst vantage point you get. Like, they should be further back or in a separate room entirely and have the same view without the commentary that all the viewers have. That would eliminate a lot of issues. And if you had 5 to 7 judges instead of 3, that would be nice, but they would never do that. So it's hard to say exactly what the judges saw with both the last 2 fights. But like, thinking about that fight back, I don't know how the fuck you give that fight to Patty. Like, I don't know. Like, I scored it 30-27 Gordon. With round 2, you could give it to Patty. I mean, round 3, I guess you could give it to Patty too, but like, I gave them all to Gordon, and I had Patty, and I wanted Patty. So that kind of tells you something. Where am I? Is Jared Gordon on roids? Probably. He doesn't look like it, but he probably is. Like, I think they're all on roids, and that's fine. They are flabby with small hips and not wide shoulders. Yeah. The Dawkins brothers, they have really, really narrow shoulders. They got long arms, but they got narrow shoulders, and like, it's like you can see their rib cage, and like the flab kind of droops over the rib. It's a terrible body for athletics, for sure. Like, it gives them 0 advantages. Make the Dawkins brothers both get to light heavyweight and have them fight for the spot. Chris Dawkins would murder Kyle Dawkins if that was the case. Kyle Dawkins has 0 stand-up. Sup, Loquacious, how's it going? Who I got in Glover or Sweet Dreams? Good fucking question. Dude, right now I'm leaning Glover, But I would not be surprised in the slightest if Sweet Dreams there's a quick 1-2. I think Darling Boy said it in Discord, and I was thinking that when the fight got announced, my first vision in my head was the fight going less than a minute and just a quick 1-2 down the pipe and the two catching Glover clean and he's just fucking out. That was my first vision. But looking at their skill sets and their styles, you have to go with Glover. You just have to go with Glover. You would think he would be able to get a first or second round submission. But he's 43 and he didn't take this fight, but he's taken another fight a month later. So he's probably not the healthiest. That's going to be one to think about more. That's going to be a gut feeling one because my brain says Glover all day. Like for sure, Glover has a skill set to beat him 100%. But with the intangibles of him being 43, likely injured, and I just see him getting clipped. That's the thing. I just see him getting clipped, coming in. He doesn't even have to be coming in though. That's the thing. Like fucking Sweet Dreams has long arms and shit. So right now I'm gonna slight lean Glover, but my gut and the visions in my head are saying Sweet Dreams. So yeah, send Cashapp. Okay, Kyla Moore. Yes, send Cashapp. I picked 6 underdogs. Yeah, dude, Kamikaze. This was not the card to pick underdogs. I think I picked 2 underdogs. I think I could be wrong, but I think every favorite won besides TJ Brown. I'm pretty sure he's the only underdog who won, and he was a slight underdog. Yeah, not the card to pick underdogs. This weekend I'm confident as fuck Cannoneer 3rd or 4th round TK. Kamikaze, this is my thoughts on it. This entire fight depends on a couple things. The main thing it depends on is which Cannoneer are we going to see? Are we going to have like a nice Cannoneer? Like, I don't think this buildup is going to be, there's not going to be much tension to it. I think they're going to be cordial to each other. And because of that, I could see Cannoneer not being super aggressive with Strickland and just having like a sparring match. And if he does that, he's going to lose. He's going to get jabbed for 5 rounds for sure. But if he comes in angry, aggressive, and going for the knockout and not respecting Strickland at all, which he shouldn't, he should not respect him at all. I think he gets another vicious 1st or 2nd round KO. Considering that Strickland is coming off a KO loss, I mean, yes, he wasn't completely out. Like it wasn't like he didn't take a shitload damage and he wasn't completely out, but he was still getting bashed in the head by Pereira, maybe the hardest hitter in the sport. Definitely one of them. Definitely the hardest hitter in the division just a few months ago. That is not in Strickland's favor. And I think that's like my only notes on this fight so far is that it all depends on which Cannoneer we get. I'm going to be watching a lot of his interviews this week to see if I can get a read on him. Because if he's aggressive and he wants this, he should win this for sure, 100%. Strickland, he's got a great record, but he's really not that good. But Cannoneer is not great either. So I don't know. Geometry, who wins World Cup? I've been saying it. Argentina. I've been saying it since Argentina lost their first match. I forgot who they lost to, but I can post the screenshot in Discord. I can look it up and post it. I know. Now I can't say for a fact, but the way world championships tend to work, it's got to be Argentina. It's fucking got to be Argentina because it's not decided on the field. It's not decided on the field. Like watching, like there was a couple World Cup matches where I was just laughing. Where I was like, yeah, this is fucking scripted. England, France, scripted. Morocco, Portugal, like hilariously scripted. Like I don't know how people watch this shit. Like this is why I stopped watching all sports besides MMA. Is because now when I watch it, like I don't assume it's rigged, but I do look for signs of rigging, and I don't look for the typical signs that most people look for. So, I don't know. My eyes are always looking out for it, and I've just noticed patterns and stuff. And I'll say this: there is a 0% chance Croatia beats Argentina tomorrow. 0%. Argentina for sure is going to the finals. I think they're going to win the finals, but I could see them maybe losing to France or Morocco. I could see it. but I can't see them losing to Croatia. I don't know. I guess I'd have to do more research into Croatia. To be honest, I haven't. But storyline wise, Messi has to get to the finals. He fucking has to. It doesn't make any sense for him not to. And the fact that they likely sacrificed Maradona for this shit, that's the reason why I picked Argentina to begin with. Two reasons. One, the Messi storyline, and two, the Maradona potential sacrifice. I think it was a sacrifice. If it was, then for sure, fucking mark it down. Argentina's going to win. I've been saying it since the beginning. And I'm really, really good at picking champions. Like individual games, I might not always be great, but when it comes to leagues, I don't think it was last year, but the year before, maybe it was last year. But when the Braves won MLB, I haven't watched baseball in years. I never watched baseball, fucking ever. Last time I watched was when the Red Sox were in the World Series, and I had it on, but I really wasn't watching. So I know nothing about baseball, and I knew for a fact the Braves were going to win that year. I knew it because they sacrificed Henry Aaron and they made a big deal about it. And I thought, I wonder if the Braves are going to be good this year. I wonder if they're going to win. And sure enough, they're going to win. That's how these things fucking work. I wish it didn't. I fucking wish it didn't, but that's how it fucking works. So Morocco, France, give us thoughts. Morocco going so far, dude. I think Morocco could beat France. I am leaning Morocco right now. Tomorrow, there's free parlays and shit that you can bet on. I'm pretty sure. I'm both of them. I'm picking Argentina for sure, 100%. And I think on one I'm going to pick France, and on one I'm going to pick Morocco. But I lean Morocco just because hypothetically, if it is written that the Argentina is going to win, you want to give them the worst. You want to give them the worst of the two teams. This is the reason why Croatia beat Brazil, in my opinion. Croatia beat Brazil because you wanted to give Argentina the worst of the two teams. I should have seen this coming earlier. I was really stupid for picking Brazil. But I'm not making that mistake again. I think Morocco gets to the finals. I think it's going to be Morocco, Argentina. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's France, Argentina either. I would be fucking shocked if Croatia gets there, though. I think if you pick Croatia, good luck to you. Big up, Six. You excited for the biggest blockbuster of the year? What's the biggest blockbuster of the year? Strickland and Cannonier? I'm excited for the fight. Yeah, is that what you're referring to, Big Rig Rigo? Oh shit, I'm way far behind. Holy shit, I'm sorry. Hi, Larry. Okay, Sweet Dreams will be champ. I could see it, man. I could see it. I'm picking it. Joe Rogan is getting Omar Kuckles on his fight. True. You can consider the damage he took in the. Yes, but that fight was a year ago, Loquacious. I mean, he is 43, but if he hasn't recovered by now from the damage in that fight, I don't know. But I think that fight was rigged. So, did they rig it? I don't fucking know. That's so 50-50. I have to think about that one way more. But Hill makes it 50-50 just for not being an old man. Exactly, darling boy. Yeah, I agree. Skill wise, you have to go with Glover. You have to, but the age and the knockout ability of Sweet Dreams, it seems like it's just kind of written for him to be champion. It kind of seems that way for me. Okay, I will not send cash if you don't know what. Kyla, my Cashapp, it's in the description of this. Kyla, my Cashapp is in the description. It's 6, the number 6, Soul, SOUL. If you send it, that'd be really fucking cool. I could use some money right now. I 100% believe Glover's taking that year off after Blachowicz fight helped him so much, taking shots from Yuri. Fucking hopefully, because if he's not recovered from it now, he's absolutely fucked. Dude, I don't know. I'm very excited. This fight card is really good. And then in January, we have 2 fight cards. So after Saturday, we got 6 weeks with only 2 fight cards, which really sucks. But those 2 fight cards are really fucking good. Yes. Thank you, Ilya. Thank you. Watch some Arabic commentary of football. I didn't say I said Spain, but I knew Argentina would do well. Dude, I told everyone Spain was going to get eliminated. I knew for a fact, but I have that. I have proof of it too. I knew Spain was going to be knocked out first. Um, there's always a team that they make look really good in the knockout stage. I can sniff it. I can sniff the script now. When I look at these sports, I'm thinking, okay, well, if it's scripted, how is the script likely going to go? It's such. I wish it wasn't this way, but it's a much more accurate way of predicting these matches versus who's better. You know. I thought they rigged them to lose first one, so it doesn't seem rigged from then on. Argentina, dude. So the Argentina Netherlands, that was 100% scripted for sure. They needed Argentina to beat Netherlands in PKs. Like the second I saw that second Croatia goal, and I was like, oh, this is going to PKs, 100%. It's the repeat of 2014. They like doing repeats. They like doing repeats a lot, and I saw that coming. Like I wasn't scared one bit that that the Netherlands was going to beat Argentina, not in the slightest. And I'm not. And Croatia has such a good chance to win. No, dude, Croatia has a 0% chance. Argentina isn't good. I wouldn't say they aren't good, but they're not great. But they're still going to win it all. I agree. They're not nearly as good as France. Like not nearly as good as France or England for that matter. I think England is better than Argentina. Morocco's actually pretty fucking good. Like the way they style, Morocco can beat anyone. Morocco can upset anyone, but I have a hard time believing that they would give the World Cup to Morocco. Although their flag is super demonic looking, so there is something into that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm picking Argentina over Morocco, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Argentina over France. It's coming home to Morocco. I don't think so. And Croatia are dogs. They like to press late and are in good spirit. Ilya, I agree, but you're looking at it from a soccer standpoint. I'm looking at it from this shit's fucking rigged as fuck. They would have rigged it for Argentina to play Brazil and Portugal. See that darling boy, that's what I had in my bracket. I had Argentina to beat Brazil and then Portugal in my bracket. But that argument falls flat because the reasons why they rig things go way deeper than just excitement. Way deeper than just what would be the most exciting matchups. Because if so, then Argentina wouldn't even be here to begin with. So I disagree with that. Morocco, but France has too much firepower. No way they rigged Argentina easier path. For sure, Argentina got an easy path. And now they got Croatia, and then they're going to have Morocco. At least a 50% chance to have Morocco in the finals. Like this, if Argentina does win and they beat Morocco in the finals, probably the easiest path to victory like ever. like they haven't really been against like a legit team yet. I mean, Croatia's good, but they're not Brazil, you know. And if Morocco beats France, you know, Morocco's good, but they're not France. So I don't know. Morocco never had to defend against that many consistent scoring threats. Against France. France skill-wise is probably the best team. Even with their injuries, they're probably the best skill-wise. But dude, I don't see that, darling boy. I think it's gonna. I lean Morocco. I lean Morocco solely because I think they want Argentina to win, and it's easier to rig Argentina versus Morocco than Argentina versus France. Much easier, much easier. So, the more I think about it, the more I'm going Argentina, Morocco. I might even have Morocco in both. It's risky, but I think I'm going to pick Morocco in both my things tomorrow. Let's see, Argentina, Croatia is 50-50. No. I mean, maybe skill-wise, team, like if you're looking at it from a soccer perspective, I 1,000% agree. But if you look at everything that's happened like outside of soccer influencing these games, I don't see how Croatia wins. Like I don't see why they would want Croatia to win. Darling, what do you think? Argentina, Croatia. I think great chance to win the second half. Close. I think Argentina takes. I think too. Yeah, you got Argentina, Portugal would have been epic. That's what I wanted, Harold. Like that's what I fucking wanted, but it's too much to ask. Too much, and people would like. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I fucking wanted to see. So Morocco beat Spain too. Well, you have Morocco, Elia, so you're a little bit invested in it. Oh, Paul Dor, you sent me a cash. Oh, thank you. I see. Hold on. Thank you. I sent you $5 for a hot. Just know this is from Vic Blends. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paul Dory's Revenge. You have no idea how much I could use that. I'm literally to my phone bill. It gets, the cycle is Wednesday morning. I have to pay, and right now I'm I was $23 short. Now I'm $18 short. But I was gonna sell some old video games and old DVDs at a store tomorrow to fucking to get that money. So thank you so much, Paul Dory. Like it's really fucking helpful. And maybe I don't have to sell quite as much. Although it's all shit that I don't use anyway. So I'm not really sad that I have to give it away, but at the same time, like I don't know. I am a little bit sad actually. But it's just a Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP with some games in it. That's all I'm selling, and some like duplicate DVDs. But yeah, thank you so fucking much, man. That $5, like, it goes further with me than it does with other people because I'm I'm scraping by. It's not script. Spain is genuinely bad. You don't script performances like Bono's. I disagree, darling boy, because I know how this shit's scripted and it's not how you think. It's way deeper than just, it's way more than just the refs control the game. Although the refs do control the game. It's way, way more than just that. You can script it and rig it any way you fucking want. Literally any way you fucking want. I was really more impressed by Spain than any other team at first, since every big team did bad, but them in the beginning. Yeah, I didn't watch many of the bracket matches. I waited till the round of 16 because that's when the soccer really fucking starts, and that's when it's like more entertaining and easier to predict too. Let's see, if France defends their championship and Mbappe is MVP again, they're not, dude. I don't see it. Mbappe might be MVP, but maybe they'll reward him for publicly dating like a really obvious dude. Maybe they would reward him for that. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think they're not going to waste an opportunity. Maradona just died 2 years ago, like since the last World Cup. They're not going to waste an opportunity to have Argentina in the finals and have shit like, once Argentina beats Croatia tomorrow, because I don't follow soccer that much, like I am going to do a little bit of research and like, or maybe Darling Boy or one of you guys can tell me like when Maradona won his World Cup series, like did he score a goal in that match, and how did he score a goal in that match? Because if so, look for Messi to do the same exact shit. The same exact shit. Look for it. Croatia had a mad easy path in 2018. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't think Croatia's going to win. I don't see Croatia getting to back-to-back World Cups and then winning or losing this one. I just don't see it. I don't know what the odds are, but I think Argentina is the lock of the century when it comes to sports. And I know nothing about soccer. I watch World Cup I didn't even watch 2018 World Cup. I watched 2014 and I watched 2010 and 2006, I remember, but I did not watch the last one. I know, and I don't watch any other soccer ever, but I knew Argentina was going to get here, and I said Argentina's going to win it all. But I said there's a chance they might not win it all, but there's zero chance they're not getting to the finals. That's what I said, and I stand by that. Yeah, because I know how this shit's rigged. Why do Moroccan fans vandalize whole cities when they win? Fucking Africans, Harold Hansen. Fucking Africans, man. Like, but at the same time, it is a small country, and like they weren't expected to do well. Like, I don't know. Like Americans are fucking civilized. We riot sometimes, but we don't riot over sports. I think rioting over anything is really stupid. I cannot imagine myself ever being in a situation where I would want to vandalize shit to like send a message, or because I was happy, or because I was angry, or like I cannot fucking even comprehend wanting to do that. But I'm also American, so it's probably like I know it's way more common in other countries. In America, it only happens if I can't. I don't know if I can say it because I have to keep the stream up. But if a certain someone has a certain knee on a certain neck for a certain period of time, that can start riots in America. But it's like not. It's rare. It rarely happens in America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, Harold Hansen. England best skill wise. Yeah, dude. I thought like I had France in my bracket, but on the day I thought England was gonna do it, and yeah, I slowed. All I'm gonna say is slow down that second penalty kick by Harry Kane. Just slow it down as slow as possible and look at it. England best skill wise, 100%. Yeah. They're almost always up there skill wise, but you should see what real match fixing looks like. Look up South Korea's run in 2002. Dude, there's different degrees of like. That's actual scripting, dude. It's all scripted, man. Like all professional sports are scripted. Like it's literally if you look into it deep enough, it's a fact. Like I'm telling you, I don't say this because I watched some video online and I believed it. I say this because I've said this before multiple times, but there were 2 NFL games last year where I figured out the exact script during the game. And it had play by play. What was in my head was going on exactly how it was. And it was very demonic and very, very much by the numbers. And it was one of the strangest things I've ever experienced in my life. And I've had a lot of strange experiences in my life. And that shit kind of threw me off sports altogether. I think MMA is scripted, not completely, because it's the hardest one. It's the hardest one to control. And that's the only reason why I still watch it, is because it's the, hold on, I gotta get this for Larry. Hold on, buddy. Here we go. Okay. It's by far the hardest one to script, but it's not impossible to script. It's definitely not impossible to script. I mean, we saw Ankalaev and Patty win, or we saw Ankalaev get a draw and Patty win when like very clearly shouldn't. And maybe the judges just did have a bad vantage point, but and Till, Darren Till, Drickus Duplessis. I know Till is a fucking quitter lad, and I know he's a fucking doughy, close-eyed fucking mongrel. I know this, and I know he's got 0 heart. Dude tapped really fucking fast. The choke was not even in yet. It was just like, he just kind of had like both hands like here, like under his chin, not even close to his neck. It was just like, it was really kind of like this kind of deal happening, where like there was no pressure anywhere that was gonna like, he didn't seem like he was in a threat to be submitted at that second, and yet he tapped immediately. I don't know, man. It's a little sketchy. It's a little fucking sketchy. What's up, Toasty? How's it going, buddy? I prefer board vandalism. Yeah, I keep my knee on those necks. Dude, he should have kept that knee on fucking for days after in a memoriam. He should have just done like a Colby Covington, just even though he's a cop, take a knee for the cops and the first responders on that neck. Would have been hilarious. Like, if you're gonna have riots, at least have like a reason to have riots. You know, football is way harder to control. Then are you talking about NFL or soccer? I'm thinking you're talking about soccer. No, dude, no. It's very no. I disagree. I completely disagree. And NFL is super easy to control. NFL is one of the easiest to control. NFL is like, NFL's the main sport you see where you look at the lines and then you look at the end results, and there's so many, so many results that are within a half a point or a point and a half of the actual line. Happens all the fucking time. Or the over under, they're always within a half point. Happens all the fucking time, dude. All the fucking time. You tap faster versus Brunson, bro. I thought it was the same. They both were fast, dude. They both were fucking fast, and both were sketchy. This one seemed a little bit sketchier to me because if he gets out of this position, I don't remember how much time was left. I want to say there was like 3 minutes left in the third round. But if he gets out of that position, if he somehow gets up and he starts piecing up Drickus again, he can still win that fight. I guess you could say the same thing for Brunson. He did have his moments, but instead he burned his arms out on a failed neck crank. MMA soccer. MMA soccer. Okay, yeah. Soccer. No, I disagree, man. Like, I think soccer's easier to rig than MMA. MMA, you have people trying to kill each other. I now realize why Rosenstruck attempted to kill Dawkins with a knee. Yeah, dude, that fight was hilarious. I was laughing so hard at that fight. I felt bad. Like, I genuinely feel bad for the Dawkins bros, but I fucking knew it. That was what I had 3 perfects. Me and Sigma Trillionaire Gus. We were the only 2 that had 3 perfects this card. My perfects were Simon round 3 TKO. What was it? The next one was it was the 5th fight of the card. It was was it Shabazian? I think it was Shabazian round 2. Did he finish him round 2 or round 3? I think that was my second one. I could be wrong. And then the third one was Rosenstrike, first round KO. That was the one I was the most confident in, was Rosenstrike, first round KO. I'm thinking maybe there's a slight chance Dawkins can get the first round KO on Rosenstrike. Like if he just gets there first and like the first shot happens to crack him really good because he is quick. But like I was very, very confident in Rosenstrike first round KO. Controlling players is harder than controlling fighters. I don't. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. There's different ways to control. There's many different routes you can take to control a player or a fighter, and not all of them need their consent. Not all of them need to know what's going on. What is Larry doing? He's on the windowsill, knocking things down and everything. Yeah. No, he can still get a draw. Who can still get a draw? I'm talking about what I can't say it. I don't think I can say his name because that might piss off YouTube, and I have to keep these up. I missed out on 200 watch hours because I kept deleting my streams early on because I didn't know that you need to keep the streams up and you need to keep them public for them to count towards your watch hours. So yeah, he got 10-8 round 1. He was fighting for a draw without a finish. Who are we talking about? I called Gordon versus Patty perfect and was robbed. Yeah, dude. It was a robbery. Like I had Gordon 30-27, so yes, it was a robbery. But I have seen way worse decisions than that. Way worse. Like you can make arguments for Patty winning rounds, even though they're not good arguments. Like you can actually make them. Like we needed Patty to fucking win this fight. I don't know who the fuck they're gonna match him up next, but if they match him up with the winner of Bobby Green, Drew Dober, which the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning Drew Dober for 2 reasons. One, that like Bobby Green is going to do 0 damage to Drew Dober the entire fight, 0 damage. But 2, I think the fight is likely a decision. But if it's not, it's definitely a KO by Dober or finished by Dober, definitely. But if it is a decision, let's say it's a really close decision, and Bobby has more strikes landed and is piecing him up a little bit more, but Dober has more damaging shots. Damage trumps everything, and I can see Bobby winning the majority of the fight, but it doesn't matter because Dober has the chin of chins in the UFC, and Green has 0% chance of cracking that. So you have to go Drew Dober. Like, you fucking have to go Drew Dober. Even though I think Bobby Green is a little bit better of a fighter skill-wise, I don't think it matters. Like Dober's got too many ways to win, and Bobby, I feel like, has to be damn near perfect for him to win. Because if he's not perfect, he's going to get clipped a few times, and it's going to look really bad. And it's going to steal Dober some rounds. We need football with MMA. Soccer or NFL? I think we need WWE with MMA. Russia's already been doing it with Epic Fighting Championship. That is very much 50% WWE, 50% MMA, and it's beautiful. I haven't watched the recent ones, but that is one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube when I've got time. It's okay, buddy. Niga Mariano. Yes. I had 2 perfects, but switched to Shabazi in round 1, but had round 2 originally to be a little quirky and different. Even though round 2 made absolute sense for Edmund to start slow first and go. Wait, did Shabazi win round 2 or round 3? He ran round 2, right? I don't even fucking remember. Yeah, I had Shabazi, and I know I don't know. So I had, the first fight was perfect, and then I lost the next 3, and then I won all the rest of the fights. Like after I was 1 and 3, I was like, dude, this is not looking fucking good. I'm still pissed off that I picked Hernandez over Quarantillo. I thought that Hernandez going down to featherweight and fighting a guy like Quarantillo who doesn't have a whole lot of power in his hands, I thought that he'd be able to withstand. Like, I knew Hernandez would win the first round 100%. Like that was no doubts in my mind. I thought he would have a finishing sequence but not finish it. And I thought the second round he would be winning most of it, and then Billy would come back in the second and then win the third, and Hernandez would win 29-28. That's what I predicted. And I thought that, like, because Hernandez wilts, but he wilts to heavy shots, but these were not heavy shots he was wilting. He was just fucking wilting because he's a bitch. So I am never, ever, ever picking that motherfucker again, ever. That was the fight that I'm pissed off at myself for losing. The other two, Curtis and Buckley, I called that fight fucking perfectly. I said Buckley's gonna be winning the majority of the fight. As long as he doesn't get knocked out, he's gonna win. And he got knocked out. Like, I knew that was a possibility. I said he's got no chin, he's a glass cannon. But I went with him because I think he's more skilled. I still think he's more skilled, but I'm not picking Buckley against guys who can. Larry, dude, please stop. I'm not picking Buckley against guys who have power anymore. Fucking anymore. And then TJ Brown, Eric Silva. I just didn't know that Eric Silva was that bad. I did not know. Like, TJ Brown didn't look great. Eric Silva looked fucking garbage. He would get top position, and he's so much bigger than TJ. That's the reason why I picked him. I was like, dude, this guy he looks like he's 20 pounds bigger. Like, seriously, like a legit 15, 20 pounds of muscle bigger than TJ Brown. I'm thinking this is going to be a grappling match. You have to go with the bigger guy. Like, you fucking have to. And he was garbage. He was good at, like, getting the fight down, and he was good at getting the position. Horrendous at securing the position. But I did not know that about him. So, give Till Abus next, dude. Give Till the axe next. I don't want to see Till in the UFC anymore, and that's not me being anti-Till. That's me being pro-Till. Get Till in Bellator or PFL and get him some matchups so he can fucking win, dude. Like, that's what I want to see. UFC, like, who are you going to give Till? Well, for fucking Eagle FC, I don't know what the fuck I don't even know if they're still a promotion anymore. But I know they're doing the 165, 175 pound thing. If Eagle FC is still a fucking thing, and they could sign Till to 175, that would be the best thing for Till, because that's what he naturally is, in my opinion, is a 175 pounder. That would be the weight he fights his best at. But that weight doesn't exist right now. So if that fight promotion still exists, and if that weight class was ever going to be something they were looking towards, I would love to see Till fight at a weight that's actually beneficial to him. Because he's just not disciplined enough to get down to welterweight, even though he definitely could. That's the worst I've seen in the last 2 years since Frankie Munoz. No, dude. No. There was one not that long ago I thought was way worse. Park Anders. I think Park Anders was probably one of the worst decisions I've seen ever. Yeah, I'm gonna say Park Anders was way worse than that. But Frankie Munoz is really bad too, like for sure. Bobby arguably beat Fiziev. He schools Dober. Yeah, I think I agree, Toast, in the sense that Bobby's more skilled and he's gonna land more, like for sure, 100%. But Bobby's not gonna do any damage. And this is a damage, like you score based on damage. Dober, undamageable to Bobby. Like it might as well be punching out a fucking brick wall. And all Dober has to do is land a couple shots in the first round, second round, third, like just in 2 of the 3 rounds, he just has to drop Bobby a few times, which I think he will do it at least once. And there's a chance he just fucking knocks him out. I have to go Dober. Like, I know Bobby's more skilled here. I think it's the same, like matchup wise, if you just look at skill, there's gonna be a lot of people on Bobby Green. They're gonna be like, dude, this guy's a better striker. It's gonna be a striking match. You gotta take Bobby Green. But when you factor in the physicality and their inherent attributes they have, there's no way you can pick against Drew Dober, in my opinion. There's just no fucking way. He's got every physical attribute for this fight that you would want. And Bobby Green doesn't. Bobby Green needs power for this fight, and he doesn't have it. I went 7-3-1. No, you didn't. Yeah, there were 12 fights on the card, Toast. You either went 8-3-1 or 7-4-1. I went 8-3-1, and but I count it. Well, I had Patty, so I mean that's kind of a lot. But I had Ankalaev too, and that was definitely a win. I had Ankalaev by decision. Larry, please don't do that. He ruins all my tank tops. And Polidori, if you're here again, thank you so much for the donation. I really, really fucking appreciate that, man. Like so much. Yeah, Larry appreciates it too. He would be defeated in PFL slot grapplers at 185. I'm not that familiar with I watch PFL maybe twice a year, so I'm gonna take your word for it, Toast. He's got to fucking drop down to welterweight then. Or put him in Bellator or something. Like he's not big enough. He's not big enough, and he's not good enough to fight at 185. Till's not even really like. I've always been low on Till when it comes to his skill set. I always thought he was overrated on his come up. I fucking hated him so much. I always thought he was trash, and now that at 185, like he's absolute trash. He's fucking absolute trash. I went 7-4-1 with Patty as a loss. That had Ankalaev arguably won. Then 8, yeah. Well, I count the Patty win because part of my decision making into picking Patty was that if it was going to be a decision, they're going to go with Patty. If they can find a reason to give it to Patty, they would give it to Patty. So that, although I thought Patty was going to sub him really early, part of the reason why I did pick him was because I thought that he would win a decision even if he didn't win the decision. So I give myself that win anyways because I did factor that in. And you should too. If you thought that before, like if this goes to decision, they're not going to give it to fucking Jared Gordon. And Ankalaev fucking won. So I think I went 9-3 on the card, which is I think that's my best card to date. Since the Tapology things, I've gone undefeated before, and I've gone winless before. It fucking happens. I need to check. I need to check all my cards, but almost all my losses they come in the prelims. Very rarely do I lose in the main card. And that's something I'm really proud of, right? Like if the fighters are well known and like there's enough tape of them out there, and I've seen enough of them, and I know who they are. I feel like I'm pretty dialed in to who the fuck's gonna win, matchup wise. But prelim fighters, they're always like, ugh. Although Buckley Curtis, that was a prelim fight, but you can't really consider that a prelim fight. That fight should not have been before fucking Shabazi and Lungi and Bula. Like, I don't know. I still don't understand what they're thinking with that order. And Rosas fucking Perrin should not have been above fucking Curtis and Buckley. Curtis and Buckley should have been on the main card for sure. For sure. That was one of the fights that I was really, really looking forward to. That and the Patty fight. And we haven't talked about it yet. Bryce Mitchell, Ilya Tapuria. I picked Ilya second round KO. I had him second round KO, and he won by second round submission. But he could have won by second round KO if he wanted. I don't like how Bryce is fucking making excuses. I know, like, I'm not saying he's lying. He probably was sick last week, but that was fucking last week, bro. Like, the flu, you're going to blame the fucking flu? Are we really going to do a fucking Hamzat, lad, and fucking blame the flu and say you're going to nearly fucking die and shit? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, and here's the thing. In the fight, Bryce didn't look like he was gassed. He looked like he just couldn't match up with him. Like Ilya just looked like the much better fighter. I'm so glad I picked Ilya in that fight. I wanted Bryce so bad. Bryce is still one of my favorite people in the UFC. I fucking love that guy. But Ilya is looking like one of the very few guys that can actually give Volk a run for his money. Only issue is cardio. We really need. I hope to God Ilya's next fight is a 5-rounder. It needs to be a 5-rounder, because if it's not, they're setting him up for failure. He needs to be the main event on a fight night. He has to, against like Ortega or the loser of Yair Emmett or something like that. Because he needs to get his cardio tested. That's the only question mark. He's got great grappling, great wrestling, great striking. He's got power. He's got a chin, pretty good chin, and he's really fucking good. Like, there aren't a whole lot of question marks with him other than cardio. So I want that. If you're going up against Volk, your cardio needs to be on point. And if you can prove that against a high level guy, he should be the next actual threat to Volk. Because the threats right now to Volk, they aren't threats. I don't see Yair or Emmett beating Volk at all. Fucking at all. Emmett has literally zero chance. His power is way overrated. He's not even that powerful. Like, he's got power, but he's not super powerful. And he's not good at all. I think Emmett sucks. Sucks at Harvard. I think he's way overrated. And I think Yair should win that fight. But I could see Emmett winning like a grind out fucked up decision like he won against Cater. I could see it. But yeah, I want to see Ilya versus Volk 5. Like he's just one of the few that can actually do it. Me and Toast picked Perrin. You did? Oh, dude, I thought Perrin could secure position on Rosas and absolutely went on damage on the feet and ground. Dude, I was thinking about picking Perrin, but from the UFC's perspective, from a matchmaking perspective, and from the UFC's perspective, you know that they're trying to give him someone that in their mind, that they know 100% that he can and will beat. And that was a deciding factor for me. It's like, maybe Perrin can do something, but they're giving Perrin to Rosas for a reason. So like that line of thinking is the reason why I picked Rosas. But I had him by decision. I thought he was just going to wet blanket him and not try to even go for a finish. I thought he was just going to fucking just ride him out like he did in the Contender Series. But Rosas looked really fucking good. Yeah. Ilya was drunk day before the fight. I don't think he was drunk, Ilya. He was drinking. I don't think he was drunk, but he was drinking, which is crazy. That's crazy to drink while I don't know if it was after he made weight or he just like got on the scale and saw that he made weight, so he was drinking a little bit to celebrate. I don't know the exact thing, but like when you're dehydrated, I can't imagine that's fucking good for you. And like sooner or later, that's gonna catch up to you. Whether it catches up to you like this year or 5 years from now or 10 years from now or after your career's over, who knows? But it will catch up to you. You can't be doing that shit when you're dehydrated. It's really stupid. Um, Dude, I hate how I can see Ortega snatching Tapir's neck if he survives with how low Tapir's posture. Oh, dude, yeah, I agree, Ilya. Ortega Ilya is a fun matchup. Ilya smokes him on the feet, like fucking destroys him on the feet. But if Ortega can fucking snatch up a gilly, I don't think Ilya has the ability to pop out of that like Volk does. I still think Topuria. I would go Topuria in that fight. Actually, I don't think there's a fighter in the featherweight division that I would pick over Topuria other than Volk. I don't think there is. I have to think about it, but like all the top guys, like Arnold Allen and Emmett and Cater and Yair and Max, I'm picking Ilya versus all those motherfuckers. And they all, like, some of those guys have chance, like cardio wise, like maybe Max could drown Ilya late, but I don't like Ilya's really fucking like he's really I'm on the bandwagon now. That motherfucker's good, and I don't like him at all. Like something about his face and his demeanor really bothers me. But motherfucker's good. Like you can't deny how fucking good he is. I think Ilya TKOs him in 2 rounds. I've with all the fucking shit Ortega has had to go through the past few years, I can see Ilya smoking him in like half a round. I really could. Can I picture this? Ortega feints a takedown, Ilya gets on his knees to sprawl. Ortega snatches his neck. That would be fucking sick as fuck. That would be sick as fuck, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I could kind of see it, and that would be a really cool finishing sequence. But I don't think that's a likely possibility at all. I got Mitchell, Perrin, and Silva wrong. Mitchell, Perrin, and Silva wrong. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Who'd I have? I had Silva, Buckley, and who was the fight in the middle? Fuck, what was the third one? Silva, Buckley, and Hernandez. Hernandez is the one I'm fucking pissed off at myself. Like I should not have picked Hernandez. I thought you picked Morono TKO. So right, dude. Does anyone in here if anyone has a clear shot of Morono's face after he got punched by Ponzi and it was stuck like that? He was like kind of hard to fucking describe, but you know what I'm talking about. After he got punched and his face was permanently fucking, it looked like there was just a fist, an invisible fist that was just stuck to his face. If you can find me an actual like good picture of that, I want that as an emoji for Discord. But I was looking at pictures of it, and they're all like between the cage. Like there isn't like a really good like I haven't found a really good screenshot of that. So if any of you guys can find that and link it, or Darling Boy, if you could just do it, that would be cool because I think that should definitely be an emoji. That was one of the funniest faces I've ever seen in a fight because he was like semi out, but the thing is he was still standing and shit. Like you don't typically see people have that face while they still kind of have their wits about them while they're still standing up. That was another moment where I was laughing fucking hysterically. Darling Boy picked Doucha. Darling Boy picked Doucha in the main event wrong. Well, I mean, Doucha wasn't a bad he wasn't a bad pick, but like I thought about picking him. I definitely thought the odds were fucked up, but I factored in what's his name, Shabazian going to like a legit camp and taking a year off. I factored that in, and I just don't trust Doucha at all in anything other than throwing big overhands and shit. Like I just can't trust that motherfucker. You gonna stay up and watch Inoue Butler for the undisputed bantamweight title? Oh, that is. Wait, is that tonight or is that tomorrow, darling boy? That's like I is that tonight or tomorrow? Um, oh my God, did you see Usman is out of the fight? Wait, what? Wait. Kamikaze, what? I did not see that. I don't think you're trolling me either because you're not a troll. Holy shit, Usman is out of the fight? So are they giving it to Colby or Hamza or Bilal? Like, those are the only three guys you can give it to if it's not Usman. And it shouldn't be fucking Usman. Bro, if you're getting a head kick drop versus Jai Herbert, Yair gonna fuck you up. That is a good point, Toast. That is a good point, Toast. But the thing is, he's young. He's fucking young. By the time he fights Yair, if he ever fights Yair, there's gonna be years removed from that. And Topuria is getting better and better and better every time we see him. Like, that's a good point. That's a valid point. But yeah, maybe Yair is a strange matchup for him. But I feel like Ilya is smart enough to know that, and I feel like he's gonna try to wrestle fuck Yair. You know, I don't think he's gonna try to go toe to toe with Yair too much. Prelims start in 4 hours. Okay, in 4 hours. So wait, what time is it right now? 5:36. Yeah, I'll probably stay up for that, darling boy. I got Silva, Buckley, Perrin, Patty wrong. Silva, Buckley, Perrin. Yeah, dude, Buckley, I'm just so sad about his chin, man. I've always liked Buckley's skills, but he's got no fucking chin. He's not like I've never thought he's like a fucking future champ or anything, or even future ranked in the division. But he's good though. Like, he's a very exciting fighter to watch. And you like name a bad fucking Buckley fight. Like, you can't. Like, they're always good. Like, generally speaking, someone's gonna get KO'd, and if not, it's still gonna be mostly an exciting fight. There actually, I think there was a bad fight like a couple fights ago. That was kind of low output, but overall, Buckley's a dude. He just doesn't have a fucking chin. And I called that fight perfectly. I was like, Buckley's gonna win, but he could get KO'd, and that's what happened. I still picked him, but like, I don't know. I'm learning more like now with Tapology, because you're forced to pick every single fucking fighter, and you're forced to think about the rounds and shit. It's these last 6 weeks has really changed my mindset thinking about these fights and everything, and I think it's made me a better predictor. Like, my first three cards were god awful. I think I was like barely above 50% total above my first three fights. I think it was like 52 or some shit, and I've raised that up to 61. It's really fucking good. Like, I've gotten the top 10 the last three fights, and this might be me jinxing it, but I feel like I'm thinking about it a little bit. What's the word for it? A little bit more meticulously. Like, I'm really trying to get the perfects right. So I'm really spending a lot of time running through all the scenarios in my mind and thinking what's the most likely scenario. When before I wasn't really doing that, because I wasn't used to picking the round and shit. I was only used to picking fighters. But picking the rounds, I think it forces you to go deeper, and it actually makes you a better capper, I think. Dude, a lot of people picked Mitchell, and like, I had Mitchell to begin with, and then I switched it to Topuria as the week went on, because I was just watching more things, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, Bryce is not going to be able to take this guy down. So Bryce is absolutely fucked. Now, Bryce says he was sick. I'm not saying he's lying, but I think Bryce could have been as healthy as he possibly could have been. I don't think that fight's going much different. Like, I just think it's Bryce Mitchell's literal worst matchup in the entire division. So I don't think it's a referendum on Bryce. It's just like they matched him up against the wrong dude. And I wanted to see Mitchell versus Evloev. I still want to see that. Because that's a fucking interesting one. But yeah, Topuria just seems like he is the guy. He really does seem like it. I thought Dalcho would TKO Edmund when they were both gassed. Yeah, decent, but Yeah, I can see why you would think that. Because they both have the worst fucking gas tanks. But Edmund seems like his gas tank got better, and he's still young. Like he's still improving. I don't know who you'd give him next, because you gave him like he rose up pretty quickly, and then he got to the rankings or to like the higher ranking, and he just got slaughtered. So I don't really know what you do with him next, but he does seem like he's getting better, and he definitely does. Like there is potential there. I don't know what that potential is. I don't think it's championship level potential as long as Hamza is fucking sniffing around that division. But maybe he could be a contender one day. Let's see. Give it to Hamzat. Come shot, title shot. Oh my god. Imagine if Masvidal gets it again. Oh shit. Kamikaze. I didn't even think about that. Dude, if they give it to Masvidal, oh my god, man. Oh my god. I'm laughing because I could actually see them doing that. That's the crazy thing. They are looking for Jorge, but don't. Oh my god. I could fucking see it. I can totally see them fucking doing that shit. Even though fucking Colby just beat him, even though Bilal's on like a 1 billion fight win streak, and Hamza is like, he's got all the hype and he would beat Leon for sure. I think Leon's one of the few guys in the division that could give him some issues. Like, I don't think it would be like a clean fucking murdering from Hamza, but you gotta go Hamza there. You just fucking got to. Is that a fucked up time for us? The fight is happening in Japan, so probably 5 or 6 a.m. Eastern. Oh shit, dude. Okay, yeah, I'm not staying up for that, man. That's insane. That's fucking insane. 5 or 6 a.m. Eastern, dude. I went to bed at like 11:30 last night or some shit. Dude, I was out really, really fucking early last night. Let's see. Imagine he catches Leon. Jorge. Hypothetically, if Jorge and Leon fought, you would have to like the odds would be massively in favor of Leon, and I would pick Leon too. But Jorge has that chance, like especially if Leon keeps it standing. Like Leon has a pretty easy route where I think he could just grapple him if he wanted to, but I don't think he would. I think he would want to prove something on the feet, and because of that, Jorge has a chance against anyone on the feet. I do think Jorge has a chance. He's really fucking slick. So, dude, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be disgusting if they give Masvidal off a 3-fight losing streak or 3-fight. Yeah, Usman, Colby. That would ruin the integrity of the division, especially since there's 3 contenders you can give it to. I'm hoping for Colby, not because he deserves it. He definitely doesn't deserve it, but because he's gotten fucked over so many times. In that sense, he does deserve it, because they fucked him against Tyron Woodley. They stripped him of his belt when he would have beaten Tyron. He would have been the legitimate champ. Stripped him for no fucking reason. And then the first Usman fight, that was all fucking Mark Goddard being along. We all know this. Second Usman fight, I had Colby winning, man. Like 3 rounds to 2. At worst, it was a draw. At worst, it was a fucking draw, and it should have been a third, anyways. So, because of that, and because I like his personality, I hope they give it to Colby. And I think Colby Leon is a fucking banger of a fight. Like Colby Leon, to me, like out of Bilal Leon, which we've already seen, although it didn't last long. Bilal, remember the eye, Muhammad. We got that. Hamzat Leon, which I think I don't think he smokes him, but I think he wins comfortably. And then Colby Leon. I think Colby Leon is easily the best matchup, easily the most exciting matchup, easily the best build-up to the fight. I hope they give it to Colby, man. Like that's what I want, man. Like, give it to fucking Colby. Make things right with him. Let that motherfucker get his final chance at becoming a champion. And if he loses this, no more chances for Colby, no matter what. But one more chance for Colby, please, dear God, please give it to Colby. But anyway, can't miss. He's such a fun fighter, dude. I can't. unless I wake up super fucking early, which is possible, I have a fuckload of things to do tomorrow, and I want to get them all done before Argentina Croatia, so I can watch the game and like and relax and watch the game and shit. So there's a chance that I'm up that early, and if so, then I'll watch it. But no, even then, I probably wouldn't like. I'll probably just watch a replay. I don't know if I could find a replay of it though. I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's a tough one, darling boy. But like I can't be expected to fucking be up at 5 a.m. and watch shit. Buckley is dog shit. No, Toast. Buckley is not dog shit. How could you watch any of his fights and say he's dog shit? He's improving. Like every fight, he is genuinely improving. His striking is pretty good. He's pretty good at using angles now. Like I think when he first got into the UFC, he was pretty dog shit. But he's gotten so much better. His chin is dog shit. That's the issue. His chin is fucking dog shit, man. He's not dog shit. His chin is dog shit. I still stand by Buckley. I don't like him as a person really, but as a fighter, he's one of my favorite mid-tier fighters because it's almost always entertaining and there's almost always someone getting knocked the fuck out. And he makes really funny faces when he gets knocked out too. Like he's one of those guys that when he gets knocked out, it looks like someone hit him with a baseball bat. He's got the Johnny Walker type thing where like he'll get chicken leggy and fucking and make weird faces and shit. So you gotta like him for that. At least for that, you gotta be pro Buckley. I had Bryce via hog tie. Yeah, so many people had Bryce, and I think the majority of people who had Bryce and bet on Bryce did it because they didn't like Ilya and they liked Bryce. Just like that was the reason why I had Bryce to begin with, and then the more I thought about it, it was like I am done betting with my heart. Fucking done with that because I almost always pick the underdog. Like I almost always like the underdog more. Like Oliveira, Makhachev. Anyone versus any Dagestani, almost any Dagestani, I'm almost always going to pick the person who's not Dagestani, unless it's Saeed Nurmagomedov. The one Dagestani I really like, Saeed, I can't pick him this fight though. I think it's a terrible matchup for him. And like if I like years or days pass for sure, I would be picking Saeed Nurmagomedov to beat Saeed Jakub, whatever the fuck his name is. But I'm not doing that shit anymore. Like I'm looking at matchups. I'm looking at matchups, and I'm doing what makes the most fucking sense. I don't think Saeed wins this weekend, which sucks because he's the only good Dagestani we got in terms of excitement. He's the only one that fucking goes for it. Imagine he catches Leon. Who catches Leon? Colby or Wonder Boy? Wonder Boy is not gonna get a title shot versus Leon. That would make me puke. Dude, if Connor gets a shot, oh shit, I didn't think about that either. Kamikaze, yes. I could see them doing that. Connor would get fucking murdered. Connor has 0 routes to victory. He doesn't have the power he once had. So he literally can't knock Leon out. He doesn't have that strength to do it at welterweight. And I think Leon and Ilya Topuria, both of them, they have this weird attribute about them where they're lean. They're lean like I am, but they're the most amount of muscle you could pack on a body and still look thin and kind of skinny. And like, even though both those guys, they look skinny, those guys are fucking strong as fuck. And I think they both have really, really good bodies for the division. Ilya could probably make 135, to be honest. If Ilya does not become champion at 145, I could definitely see a drop to 135 and maybe becoming champion there. But yeah, they both have that strange, like they're so muscled, and yet it's still on a very thin frame, which I think that's what you want. I think that's like an ideal body shape to fucking have. It's kind of similar to John Jones, a little bit different. But you look at him, you're like, that's not a very big guy. But then when you examine, when you look at like the fucking striation of their muscles and shit, and like how they're built and everything, you're like, no, you could tell they're strong ass motherfuckers. Should give it to Hamzat. No, should give it to Colby. I mean, I don't want to give Leon Hamzat in his first title defense. I think that's unfair. I think that's unfair. And I'm not pro Leon. I'm not anti Leon. I've always been very Leon neutral. I want to see Colby Leon. I think I've been wanting that fight for a long time now. That's been a fight that really intrigues me because I could see it going either way. I edge Colby, but I could definitely see I could see Leon. I think that's a 3-2 fight either way. But I think Colby probably drowns him in the later rounds. But that's the most interesting matchup. Hamzat versus Leon is interesting, but it's less interesting. Like Hamzat's probably gonna just take him down and beat the shit out of him. Like probably. Or imagine Makhachev Volk winner moving up to fight Leon. That wouldn't happen because I don't know when Makhachev Volk is, but I think it's in February. I could be wrong. And Leon Usman was supposed to fight in March. So Kamikaze, why did Usman drop out? I did not see this. Why did Usman drop out? I'm curious. I think it's good for Usman to drop out. I think it's a good career move because he just got knocked out fucking stiff for the first time. Give your brain and your body a chance to fully recover from that. If you truly want to get that belt back, it's really dumb to get back in there immediately anyway. So this is good for Usman, which sucks for everybody else. But yeah, Leon has best style versus Conor. Yeah, dude, Conor literally 0% chance versus Conor. Conor's got no chance versus Leon. Literally zero. That would be a fight if it happened. You bet everything on Leon. Everything. Leon has the optimal 170-pound body, I feel like. I agree, darling boy, 100%. Because he's super long and thin, but he's really fucking strong, dude. He was out muscling Usman in some positions. He's as tall and as lanky as you can possibly be and still be a fucking unit. Yeah, like if I was a welterweight, I would want Leon's body over anyone else's body. Maybe Hamzat. But I would say those two guys, they're built like it's hard to improve much on their bodies for that division. Like even Hamzat, who is huge, might struggle against a compact grappler like Burns. Hamzat only struggled versus Burns because he gave him way too much respect, in my opinion. I don't think Hamzat if Hamzat Burns ever rematch, completely different story. Hamzat's finishing him in the first round. I thought he was going to finish him in the first round, the first fight, and he almost did. And if he gave him no respect, he would have. 90% chance he's finishing that motherfucker. So I don't think Hamzat's body type had made it have an issue with Burns. I think it was his mentality where he was like, oh, I don't want to go to the ground with this guy, jiu-jitsu guy. Like, fuck that, dude. You're beating the fuck out of him. Just finish him. Like sometimes fighters give their opponents too much respect. And going back to Cannonier Strickland, that entire fight, in my opinion, is based on how much respect Cannonier gives Strickland. Because if he gives him 0, it's going to be a short and terrible night for Strickland. But if he gives him some or gives him a lot, it's going to be a lot of fucking jabs, man. It's going to be a lot of fucking jabs. Volk is like 5'4", though. Volk is 5'4", but that Volk being 5'4" helps him versus Islam. For sure, 100%. You don't want to be taller than Islam, man. Like you want to be short and stout and have a really strong low to the ground base versus a Dagestani choke guzzler. That's what you want. And Volk has a long reach and he's got a speed advantage. I'm definitely picking Islam to win, but Volk can do it, dude. Like Volk has a much better chance at beating Islam than I think a lot of the top guys at welterweight or at lightweight do. Because he's 5'4". It's going to be a lot harder to take him down. Apparently his hand injury, but the news came from Wonder Boy, I think. He said that Usman fell out, but he can't fill in because he has a 6-month suspension after the Holland fight. Well, Wonder Boy wouldn't fill in anyways. I don't know what he's fucking talking about. He's not. He just beat Kevin Holland. That doesn't get you a fucking title fight. Holland wasn't ranked. I don't understand. And like, Wonder Boy couldn't. Like, that's weird. That's weird. Like, Wonder Boy would be so far down the fucking list. Oh, and fucking musical streaming right now. So, I don't know how to do this. I've never had fucking musical stream over me. Should we end the stream right now and all go to musicals? Is that what we should do? Yes, because I kind of want to see what he's doing, and he's probably more interesting than I am. But I don't know. But I'm sure I'm talking about fights more than he is. Did I do a cold leg today or just a ruck? Look, oh, I want to talk about this before I go though. Okay. Before I go, I gotta fucking talk about this before I go. Stay for a second. Only take a second. So I've been cold plunging for 5 years. I just heard about this and I'm fucking angry about it. And I tried it 2 days ago and it really works. What you do, if you guys want to increase your testosterone, cold plunge and then work out. I've never heard this before, but I tried it 2 days ago and it's, oh my God, my output skyrocketed, fucking skyrocketed. Because what happens is you cold plunge, your body's shivering, and then I drove home and then I worked out for like 35 minutes or so. Like for 25 of those minutes, my body was fucking freezing. So I didn't have to take any break. I did one like long superset for like 20, 25 minutes straight, no breaks. Just set after set after set after set after set after set after set. Just trying to warm myself up because your muscles don't get tired due to overtraining. They get tired due to temperature. So if you start off at the lowest possible temperature, that will get like your output is gonna fucking double, triple, quadruple. It was insane. And then after that entire day, like I was eating way more than usual. And so now all my leg plunges are gonna be before a workout. And today I was thinking I was gonna do a plunge and then do a ruck, but it was just a little bit too cold today, and I was hesitant about rucking when I'm freezing my dick off. Like if I did that, I would have put on a jacket and some pants and everything. I wouldn't do it in fucking this like I did today. If I just got out of the lake, but I decided against it because with 30 pounds on my back, today was the first time I did 30 pounds too. Like you feel it in your joint, like you really feel it in your joints. And I felt like if you're shivering and stuff while you're walking, there's more chance for injury. So I'm not gonna do it. I will do it and then ruck, but only like when it's sunny out and it's like a little bit warmer and not windy, then I would do it. But if not, then I'm not gonna do the cold plunge. But anyways, I did want to fucking pass that off to you guys because yeah, my testosterone levels are way higher now. Like way fucking higher now. Look at this fucking shit. But yeah, would you do a ruck with Larry? It'd be hard to fucking keep him contained. So probably not. And like when you're like, if he runs away, like I'd have to fucking drop it and run with him. So probably not. But yeah, I tried the cold shower last week before. It's good. Yeah, dude, get as cold as you possibly can before your workout and then do it. It's so much fucking better. And like you feel it in your body. It's like, and because like you're in the fucking ice bath, and you get out and like all the channels in your body, it feels like all the pathways and everything, they're just fucking cleared out. Like all the inflammation's gone. So I feel like it raises testosterone, but it also makes the testosterone in your body more effective because it can get to the areas without blockage. That's what it felt like to me anyways. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that for the fucking rest of my life now, literally for the rest of my life. One of the biggest fucking tips I've ever heard. And 5 years into doing this shit, and now I hear it. I'd probably be jacked as fuck if I heard that 5 years ago. But anyways, musical streaming. I will see you on musical stream in a minute. Thank you guys. Thank you, Polidori, for the donation. I appreciate it. Or thank you, Vic Blends, for the donation. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I will probably be back tomorrow after the World Cup. Scythe, man. Scythe. Peace.